Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing very well. Here in this session, we are going to start a new chapter about research methodology. So guys, sequentially we are going to discuss all the parts of this topic research methodology. This is the very first lecture of research. I hope you all are going to like it, enjoy it and learn something new. Definitely in some other sessions, sequentially as I said, we are going to discuss all the remaining parts one by one. Do guys shower it with your responses, ask your queries in the comment section and please feed your comments in the comment section, right? Let's start. So the very first question that we can ask after starting research methodology is that what is the meaning of research? Correct. So we can categorize research as the combination of two words. The first one is re and the other one is search. That is re plus search, research. Re means again, and search means to find something, isn't it? So if we are finding something again, it is called as research. We can define it as a phenomena of again and again and again, observation of again and again and again from different dimensions, right? So we can write it like phenomena of observations again and again from different dimensions. And while doing so, what we can do, while doing so, we are going to collect the data. While observing again and again, we are collecting the data, isn't it? And on the basis of this data, we can conclude some decision, we can draw some conclusions, right? We can draw some conclusions. So that is a explanation of research. Now, some detailed points that we have to discuss if we are discussing the meaning of research. And the first one is systematic approach. So research is a systematic approach. It is a step by step process to finding. Let's say if you want to go to a world tour, what the first step you do? In the first step, you just figure out some locations that where you want to go. In the next, you just figure out the month, on which month, on which duration you want to go. Thereafter, you figure out some locations. From this all locations, you figure out that on that month, on that particular month, let's say January, February, or March, which countries are good to visit. So you are going to list them out. And from this list, you are going to make your budget and compare your budget with the list. So you are going to analyze here. On the basis of budget, you are analyzing. Thereafter, you can conclude that this is the particular place that we can visit in February or March or any particular month, right? So basically, it is a systematic approach. Research is a systematic approach. It is a step by step process, right? Just collect the data first. Thereafter, we can say that we need to analyze them. We need to very carefully observe the patterns and then we can draw some conclusions, right? The systematic approach. The second one is knowledge acquisition. So basically research is all about gaining new knowledge. We can write it like gaining something new, gaining new knowledge. Or we can call it as a enhancing the existing one, right? So enhancing the existing knowledge is also called as knowledge acquisition, and it is a very much purpose of any research. Third one is information gathering, collecting the data from various resources. It may be by experimentation, it may be by surveys, it may be by any questionnaires, it may be by your particular experimental findings, right? Your own experiments and your own methods. That is information gathering, which is very important part of research. Then analysis and interpretation. Based on the data that you have collected, we need to analyze them, interpret them according to our own methods, according to our own logics, according to our own words, according to our own hypothesis. So we need to analyze them. And thereafter, objective and unbiased. Research is always objective and unbiased. It doesn't mean that whatever hypothesis you have framed earlier, the research, you are going to try to bias your research on the basis of that. It should be unbiased. It should be unbiased. Means you need to be very much patient. You need to be very much what you can say that you need to be very much decent. You need to be very much kind of focused, careful, and open-minded so that the results can be natural, right? Research should be replicable. It means that it can be used, it can be repeated by some other researchers who is working on that methodology, on that particular methodology. So your research should be replicable. And ethical considerations. We must have to use data privacy if needed. If we are working on some particular content, then on the basis of that, we need to maintain their ethical standards. It may be anything, depending on the area of topic. So we need to maintain some ethical considerations. If we are using some others words, some others work, we need to give them proper credit. If we are asking even though a small kind of help, we need to acknowledge them in the paper. Even though if we are taking certain help also, we need to mention them somewhere in the paper. If we are using some resources, online resources, we need to mention them in bibliography. If we are using some others work, we need to mention them in the references. And basically, we need to credit each and every person who was responsible behind our research work, as well as we need to maintain all the privacy regarding data and all the ethical considerations. Right? Okay. You can assume it like that if you are working on some animals, then you do not have to show some kind of parts that is called as a or under the ethical consideration, right? I hope you got it. So basically, we can conclude research, meaning of research is a systematic and objective process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting information to gain new knowledge or enhance the existing ones or enhance the existing knowledge. It involves a scientific approach and follows a specific set of steps to ensure that the information collected is accurate, reliable, and unbiased, right? So many definitions are there according to different authors. There are very different meanings of research. Research is a systematized effort to gain the new knowledge, according to V. Redman. According to C.C. Crawford, research is simply a systematic and refined technique of thinking, employing and specialized tools, instruments, and procedures in order to obtain a more adequate solution of a problem. Right? According to Francis G. Cornell, research should be reliable and verifiable and exhaustive. So this is the meaning of research. You can add your points in the comment section that according to you, what is meaning of research? Please be interactive. It would be very much helpful for us for getting some more lectures in this series. Your interaction matters most for us. Stay tuned. Do subscribe, like the video, and have a very nice day, guys. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.